I'm glad I made it here. I'm still suffering from a little cold, so please excuse my voice. Maybe you could pass me the water. Thank you. If you have attended session 1 in the morning, you had already a short introduction into my subject and also Jugendschutznet. Birgit Brammel mentioned it in her presentation about the KJM. Jugendschutznet is the cross-national body for the protection of minors on the internet in Germany since 1997. And we follow a double approach. On the one side, we try to reduce the risks and threats for children, and on the other side, promote recommendation of good websites. But today I'm not talking about Jugendschutznet, just for the background, but we should keep in mind this double approach, which is also important for the Kinderserver. We can skip the Kinderserver overview because it's not up to date. The Kinderserver was introduced to public by German Federal Minister of Family Affairs Christina Schröder in February 2013. So it's more than half a year old. And for the beginning, we can say it's an easy-to-use technical tool that allows children to browse the internet safely. There are different kinds of the Kinderserver. It's available as system software, browser add-on, or app for mobile devices. So what are the main aims of the Kinderserver? One aim was to deliver technical safety. So the Kinderserver tools place computers and mobile devices in a safe surfing mode. And 2, there's the goal to provide media competence, to teach how to use the internet safely and give children the chance to playfully learn how to benefit from the internet, and introduce children and also their parents to the wide world of positive internet content with good child-friendly websites ranking first. Because in many situations, parents, they want to provide positive content to their children, but they don't know where to find it. And very important, the goal was to have a low threshold offer. So it should be easy for parents, especially for parents that are not that familiar with internet, and as we heard in the last presentation, so that they have an easy way to install the software. Well, what is special about the Kinderserver project is that we have a collaboration of different initiatives, institutions and companies that worked together and had different knowledge and resources, ideas into this project. We have search engines for children, good websites, institutions for the protection of minors, that is Jugendschutznet especially, and we have the internet industry within it. So as the result, we have a project that could not have been realized by a single company or initiative. These are the members of the working group for the Kinderserver: Frag Finn, Blindekuh, Seitenstark, and ECHO. ECHO is the Association of the German Internet Industry. Alexandra Koch-Skriber also presented the legal background of German youth protection law in session 1 this morning. I don't have to say much about the content. We have search engines like Frag Finn and Blindekuh, Seitenstark, which connects children's websites and also provides public relations for the Kinderserver. And ECHO provides the server and technical support. The whole project is coordinated by Jugendschutznet. I'm in the position that I can leave other details about the content for my colleague Lydia Derese after me from Frag Finn, and she will explain more about the content. that will be delivered. There are other cooperation partners. I only want to mention German Federal Ministry of Family Affairs, who supported the project financially. That's what the Kinderserver information site looks. If you look it up on the internet, we can skip that as well. So now that's interesting. How does it work? The Kinderserver is easy. It has to be easy. That was one of the main goals of the project. So it only has two options, on and off. You don't have the option for young or older children. You don't have the option for special, I don't know what else you could choose, but you have only on and off. So if you turn the Kinderserver on, it works that there's a redirection of all the internet traffic. The internet traffic is redirected to a special proxy, and the proxy checks if the selected website is appropriate for children by the way of comparing it with the URLs of the search engine Blindeku, the whitelist of the search engine FragFin, that has currently approximately 11,000 reviewed websites, and also all websites rated up to 12 years by the self-classification standard HDE-XML. Maybe I have to say a word about that standard. It was already introduced earlier in the morning by Birgit Bramel, I believe, or Alexandra Kostkiba as well, which is a self-classification standard. So providers have to classify their content, but this, of course, there is a little risk that the providers are realistic in their classification, but this is also reviewed by the Kinderserver if this classification is realistic. So if you have the need that you want to visit or allow your child to visit another website that is not on the whitelists provided in this Kinderserver, you have the option to unblock websites, enabled it by putting it on an individual whitelist. So then there's the option off, and you again have unrestricted internet access. And the advantage of this is obvious. You have only one click, and you can use the same device in like a parental mode. You don't have to have several devices for your child or a difficult way to change the mode. It's just one click and one password in this case to turn it off, and you have full access again. So if a page is blocked from the Kinderserver, then this web page appears, and it provides a short explanation for the child why the selected page is blocked in this case, and also offers two search engines, again Blindeku and FragFin, for children so that they can search for good websites. And also there are links to good platforms and services for children like Seitenstark.de or Klicktips. Well, what is the target group, or target groups we must say, because we have different target groups on different levels of the food chain. First of all, of course, children, obviously, who should be protected by the Kinderserver. And here we are talking about children of an age up to 12 years. Because of the very restricted approach of the Kinderserver, which is very safe, maybe it's not suitable for older children who need some more research possibilities. And there's another reason, I'm talking later about it. Well, then we want to address, of course, parents and grandparents, etc. They can download the tool for free to protect their children, but there's also the possibility for schools and facilities for children to implement the software in school networks and protect their devices. But there's also, we want to have companies implement the software in other tools so that the Kinderserver gets more users in the end. So maybe hardware manufacturer or something like a child smartphone introduced earlier, so that might be interesting. Well, as I mentioned, there are different tools for using the Kinderserver. There are software for Windows, for Mac OS, for browser plugins for Firefox and Chrome, and for mobile devices there's also the application Meine Startseite, that is my homepage for iOS and Android. The installation of the Kinderserver is very easy. That once again was one of the main goals, to provide an easy tool that is quick to install, and you don't need to know anything about computers to use it. And that was one of the main focus. It was not very important, or not the most important thing, that the Kinderserver is absolutely safe, that it cannot be bypassed by any way. So there was some kind of critics after the introduction in February that it wasn't safe enough. But that the other reason why we are addressing younger children is it might be in some ways that you can bypass it if you are very smart and know everything about computers, or know more about computers than your parent does. Then probably it might be possible, but that's not the main focus of the Kinderserver. Just a few words about the perspectives. The Kinderserver want an intensification of the public relations about the Kinderserver. It should be used by further providers. The integration of the Kinderserver, as I said, can be pre-installed tool in own products, but this is subject to consultation of the Kinderserver working group. And it would be nice if there was an extension of the whitelist. We thinking about integration of European websites for children, but maybe Lydia can say something about that for FragFin, but I cannot promise. So as we had, I'm not at the end because I'd like to, if we have the time, Anna, no we don't, then I would have liked to show you live how it works, how easy it is, but in that case, then we are skipping this as well, and I say thank you very much.
Dziękujemy bardzo.